Welcome back to the Legion training series. I want to take you through in this version how to work the application as a sales individual, as a sales associate, or what the app considers a member inside of the application. So let me go ahead and bring it across so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. And I'll take you through basically what happens as a sales associate inside of the application. Now, as you'll notice inside of here, I've already have an area or a territory created. This was created by my manager or by an owner of the organization. I'm inside of the Utah organization, and they've created an area for me considered demo area for Brett Iverson. You'll notice that has my name on it, it has progress of 0. I haven't done anything inside of that to this point. Now, the overall organization is Utah, and so I know that I'm a part of the Utah organization, the Utah sales office, and inside of that I've now been assigned a territory to go and to actually work. So I'm going to go ahead and click on demo area for Brett Iverson, and you'll notice what happens is it automatically zooms in and starts loading a number of homes inside of the application, and I am prompted to zoom in at different times so that it will then populate the map with the various homes. What it's doing is it's actually aggregating all kinds of data inside of the application, and as I pan around the map it's loading that for me to give me an idea of what homes are there in the area of which I'm wanting to work. You'll notice all of the white dots as I pan around, and notice the names changing on the left hand side as well. Now I have a number of options inside of here. Again, let me zoom out a little bit and you'll see that once I've zoomed in to these different levels, I can see the homes, and once the homes are loaded, then the homes are cached inside of that application and they don't leave. So again, there's a little bit of a download just at the beginning with the data, and then once it's in, you're able to manipulate all the homes inside of that given area. Now, inside there, what I want to do is I want to assume that I'm working right here on, if you'll notice, 340 South and what is Woodland Hills Drive. This is in Salem, and notice I'm going to click on this white dot right here. Notice what happens when I do. Obviously that indicates that there's a home right there. I click on that, it brings up all kinds of information on that individual home, including a picture of what that is. You'll notice the estimated home value, year built, number of adults, and so forth. You notice that it's William Bullock. Okay, if I click the home next to it, you'll notice it brings up again estimated home value. It's going to have names, length of residence, all kinds of interesting information there. Dylan Dewey is the one who lives at that residence. I go behind it, just across or around on the next street, but just behind, and the same information there. Now, as I'm going through my area, and I want to be able to use this as a full street sheet to determine what to make changes to status and disposition of these individuals. So assuming I'm right here, I'm standing right in front of Brent Lindsay's house, and I am looking straight at his house there. I have a picture of it. I know it's his house. Here's his information. I go and I talk to him about whatever I may be, whatever service I'm selling at the time. I go through then and I click on the 3 dots up at the top. Let me click off of that so you can see where that is. The 3 dots right here up at the top. I click on that and I can say either not home, callback, sale, not contacted, and so forth. If I hit not sold, what happens is you know that you can see there's a number of different options that I can choose from there. Not now, maybe they're later, is a current customer, has a competitor, and so on. I'm going to go ahead and click is current customer. You'll notice the status of on the application changes there. Now I know for future reference that that's what that means. Now I'm going to click on the next one, who is Eric Swenson. I'm going to click on that. I'm then going to hit callback. It's going to show green. Now, if it's a callback, I want to show some other functionality here. If it's a callback, I want to note that so that I can go back to that home. So I'm clicking on the history. I then click on the little pencil next to it. I'm going to go ahead and hit callback, and it's going to say, do you want to create an event? Do you want me to remind you of this? And so I'm going to say, yes, I do. You'll notice right here it says call back Eric Swenson. I then have the iOS functionality of being able to choose when and where and what time. We'll just say noon. I then come down and I hit a reminder at the time of event. So now I have an event created for noon on March 16th. It's in my calendar. It's going to alert me at the time of event. I'm going to hit add. That automatically goes into my calendar. It'll show up on my iOS device as a reminder no matter where I am, what I'm doing. Hey, call back Eric Swenson. I can obviously at this point push and click on some notes. I can then click some notes in there and go at that point. I again click save. It then, as you noticed, is going to register my callback as part of the track log for this individual home, and it's going to have notes associated therein. Now, you can also adjust if you're using this side as a street sheet. You can also be going through. So say I run into a gentleman named Garth Morgan, who you'll see right here. Say I just run into Garth Morgan, find out very quickly he's not interested for whatever reason. I'm going to put not sold, and then I'm going to click not interested. You'll notice that the status changes on the map, and I can adjust it there. You'll also notice the color changes over here on the left. So it gives you a number of different ways depending on how you're used to working your street sheet, depending on what way you want to work your area. You'll notice again as it's going through that I'm able to do a number of different statuses. Now, notice what happens when I click not contacted. You'll notice this was the home right here that I just clicked on and I put not contacted. Notice how it leaves it white, doesn't change the status. Obviously, if they're not contacted, I want to be able to go back to that home and give it another opportunity to possibly complete a sale with that individual. So let me just go through again, depending on what service you're selling and what you're out there on the doors working with. If you hit sale, what will happen is a number of things will come up. Now, on this, I have it in the data reef organization, so we don't have it customized, but if you click sale, that's where it's going to launch you into the digital contract of, again, whatever service or services you may be selling at the time. You'll notice that the status changed here, but again, that's where that will happen. And so you'll click sale, it'll bring up the digital contract, it'll take you all the way through an e-signature at the very end, and then integrate that with your CRM solution at the time. So this is Sales Reps. This is their usability of it. Very, very powerful. Helps you to go through and really manage your area at a high level as well as at an extremely granular level, thus making you more efficient on the doors. Again, our tagline, no more every door. We're trying to give you the opportunity at the beginning. Before you ever hit an area, you can go through and you can scout the area. You can get a view of what the homes are like, what the values are like, and really help to use more of predictive analytics to determine where to go and where not to go. That's all for this one. Hope you have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video.